This girl turned her head. Suddenly the father aimed at her, but finally he lowered it, because he felt something was wrong with his daughter. Just yesterday, the mother set the little brother down, but within seconds he vanished. The mother hurriedly asked the girl where he was, but the girl just turned her head, and stared at the sofa nearby. Sure enough, the mother found the brother under it. With the father's help, they eventually pulled the brother out. But the next day mom tried to bathe the baby. When she turned away, the boy disappeared again. She was horrified. When the father heard about it, he rushed into the girl's room and shook her awake, but the girl insisted she knew nothing. Then the father searched the entire room, but discovered nothing unusual. Suddenly the girl seemed to realize something. She went out the house, and the father followed behind her. Then the girl pointed at the lake, and the father sprinted the way she pointed. Sure enough, his son was trapped under the ice. The father broke down in grief, and pounded the ice in agony. But the girl just had a dream, that her brother was playing with the fish in the water. The father believed his daughter was something wrong, so he brought her to hunt in the forest. Soon they saw a young deer. The father raised his rifle to aim, but then quietly turned toward his daughter. As he was about to pull the trigger, he hesitated and put it down. 10 years went by. The girl entered college, and she had long forgotten about her strange powers, but strange things still happened often. That day the girl met a new friend. At night they watched a performance together, but her friend secretly reached for the girl's thigh, and went further and further. The girl could not stand it, so she quickly ran out of the theater. She was very angry, cursing her friend in her heart, and meanwhile, the glass behind her friend suddenly shattered, then took her away together. The next day the girl found that her friend did not come to class, but she did not care. After noon she went to study in the library. Suddenly some crows flew past the window, and her hands started shaking. She tried to steady it with the other hand, but the shaking only got worse. Then her body collapsed to the ground with convulsing. Her classmates took her to the hospital, but the doctor said nothing was wrong. She rushed to tell her parents, but they only made her reflect on the wall every day. She began to resent her father. One day the father went out on the lake in his boat. Just then a flock of crows appeared overhead. White smoke began to rise from his hands, and flames engulfed his body almost instantly. In desperation he dove into the lake. When the fire went out he grabbed the boat, but the flames started again. Finally he sank into the lake. The girl woke from her dream. She walked to the lake and only saw the empty boat. Suddenly the girl felt uncomfortable, and fell to the ground. Then a crow came out of her mouth. At this moment she seemed to understand something. She could bring death. Maybe she could also be able to bring new life. So she came to her mother, just gently touched her thigh. The disabled mother instantly recovered. Then the girl went to school, and tried hard to think of her friend. The next second her friend really appeared behind her. This story tells us, in life we should yearn for the good. Otherwise we will be swallowed by darkness. Do you agree? Please comment.